What happens to a generation who grew up around technology and have been shown a lot of other media and news outlets about the world going on right now? Is it a problem to be disconnected? And is it really making people sensitive? Or is it becoming a problem? Hi, I'm Caddy Buckle, and today we're going to do a deep dive into people being more sensitive to see if it's really just a thing that just happens to people or if it's really a giant problem we need to be aware of.
Alright class, sit down. Today, we have a nice little subject we're going to bring you guys today. You guys enter my class today to learn about one thing and to answer this one question. Are people becoming more sensitive? Well, I would say in recent years, the ongoing discussion about whether if people are becoming more sensitive is a pretty big thing. Because I would say, in my opinion, I feel like Gen Z is a little, how do I put it? Sensitive, you know? And I just feel like at this point that I need to address this, because if we don't address something about this, then why would we address anything about it at all, right? I would observe the individuals displaying the high emotional reactions and the increased awareness of social issues are becoming more sensitive, and I think that when there's more problems in the world, it all just goes down on us and we get more emotional reactions and stuff. So while it's a challenging and it's a weird claim that the entire population is becoming more sensitive, there are several factors that can contribute to the percentage of rising sensitivity. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to show you on the screen, like right over here. I feel like, yeah, it's really hold on, I gotta get the remote fast. Hold on. Alright, so let me just, yep. Alright, so I feel like one possible explanation for this whole fiasco, whole widespread accessibility of information across the internet and social media. I would say social media is the main problem with this, to be frankly honest. Social media, the digital age, as I put it, has connected people with diverse backgrounds and has really made a new experience for everyone. And as a result, individuals are exposed to different perspectives and different injustice and different stories around the world, you see. I feel like if it wasn't for the internet, we wouldn't know as much as we do right now. I mean, we would have like books and newspapers and everything, but we really wouldn't know what it truly looked like if said it was on the internet. It can expose a lot of stuff and a lot of empathy and sense of responsibility for everyone when it's on the leading internet. It leads to heightened sensitivity towards various social issues, and I feel like that is mostly why Gen Z is always, I would say, sensitive. And I do think the majority of you on your phone during class is going to make you more sensitive, so stop that, alright? So, any questions so far? You guys got any questions?
No!
It's gonna be a really quick class today. I mean, no? Alright. So, I would say additionally, the social shifts has changed the cultural norms that have been played in this role. And there's a lot of emotional impact and emotional responses in this day and age. I mean, you did see all these, like right now it's Pride Month, so you would see all these Pride marches and Pride rights and all that stuff, LGBTQ plus and all that stuff. It also has to do with the wordplay, which is like racial and all the slurs and all that stuff. That would make people a lot more sensitive, but in the right reason. Because there's a good sensitive and bad sensitive to me, which I think good sensitive is like if you're reacting to racial stuff and all the slurs and all that stuff. That's, you have the right to react to that sort of way. But when I think it's wrong is when we get to the Karens, you know? You remember the time and age during Karens?
Huh?
Shouldn't be here.
What?
This is private, restricted
property. You are trespassing.
How do I'm delivering
Get out
pizza?
of
I
here.
literally.
You don't belong here.
I'm leaving right now, okay? You don't have to
better.
worry. This lady's crazy. She's chasing me? What the?
There are
Oh my.
Oh yes, the Karen. I'll go more in detail what a Karen is. I'm going to give you a basic demonstration. A Karen is basically like usually a person. It could be a Ken or a Karen or whatever, and they overreact and they like to talk to the manager because something's wrong. Trust me, we have a lot of these Karens at school. I have tried to de-escalate many issues because of them. Alright? The cultural norms and all that stuff, and like also the discussion around mental health is another thing. And emotional well-being has really gained a significant traction over the recent years, and it's such a conversation to have with other individuals, but sometimes people aren't sensitive at all. There's two groups. So the two groups I'm going to be talking about is the sensitive group and the non-sensitive group. Right now we're talking about the sensitive. Usually these are the groups that are either oversensitive and all that stuff, right? But let's go and take a little deep dive into the nonsense group, sensitive group. Okay, so when it comes to sensitivity, these non-sensitivity people don't care. They either lack a lot of empathy, they would say whatever they need to say, and they will start hating on people or whatever, you know? Or sometimes these people just don't feel that much emotion when it comes to it and like to take it personally by like going somewhere else and having the emotions there. Now that could be also another way. If you do experience that, that's alright. It's not like you're bad or anything, but it's just the way that your emotions cope with things, you know. Emotions like people not caring into stuff and saying whatever. That's the problem. That's what the new age is being like, and so now we have two different sides of the story, people being way too sensitive and people not being sensitive. It's recreating a giant divide. It's like both sides aren't doing good. And that's kind of a big problem, because if you have a sensitive side and a non-sensitive side, think about what's going to be said to the sensitive side, you know? And they're going to be overreact, either that or they're not. And the non-sensitive side, they cannot fight back, so it's like a one-way war. Any questions about that? It's kind of a sensitive issue. It's sensitive. Yeah. No. All right. I hear the cow too. It's cow. It would be completely great if people can know more and inclined to know a lot more knowledge about their own emotions and to address them as what they feel around them the most. Like when you're around your friends, you gotta address your emotions to them, because they're not gonna know what's wrong to say or what's right to say. All right. So I just want to make sure you guys knew that, because it's good to show your emotions. And I would put up a little argument real fast. Not really anything crazy, but when it comes to guys, yeah, all the guy groups out here, all the men, you guys can cry. It's okay. It's okay to feel sad. There's been many clips out there on all over social media where you see these guys not being able to cry because it's not manly or something like that. It's okay. It's alright to cry. It's okay to cry. It's alright. We all have emotions. And it's good to express those emotions to other people. I mean, if you need help with something, just come over to someone else and they will help you out, alright? I'll also like to talk about the evolving nature of the social dynamics and personal relationships that contribute to the increasing sensitivity. Basically, what I'm saying is online platforms, communication has become a lot more amplified in impactful words and actions. The heightened connectivity that we have online has really created a space where people would like to say whatever they want to say over the internet, not knowing that it could have a really bad reaction to other people. Yeah, you can say stuff online, and sure, they don't see your face, they don't know where you live or anything, but that doesn't make it right to bully them. That doesn't make it right to say whatever you want to say to them. You hear me? Don't bully people. Cyberbullying sucks. Trust me. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a Minecraft reefer back in my day, and I'm not proud of it. I honestly, I thought it was fun for a long time, but you not want to do that. You don't go down that rabbit hole, alright? Yeah, just because you're over a computer doesn't mean you get to, you know, say bad stuff to them. I mean, you might be joking around, but if they're not liking the joke at all, then you shouldn't really joke around with it, you know? Because people are sensitive to different kind of stuff, you know? It is important to note that while people are becoming more sensitive, and more sensitivity exists, it does not mean it's applied for universally. Not everyone is going to be more sensitive or all that stuff. It's just some of the people in this generation is. Past generations, we didn't have this problem, so this new generation is starting to get this problem. Emotional response can be based on their individual's experience and personality traits and their cultural background. So where they came from and all that stuff and what happened in the background. Yeah, it might be considered more sensitive by other people simply because it is an emphasis on emotional well-being and empathy. You gotta empathize with other people, and you gotta not just go into their backgrounds or their traits or their experiences. Because if you don't know what their experience was, then you cannot make a talk about their experience. I mean, sometimes you can, but not all the time is it a good idea to do that because you never experienced it yourself. But in conclusion, the question is whether people are becoming more sensitive is, yeah, people are. While there are indications of increased emotional awareness and responsives, it's also considered that most individuals and the social factors that contribute to this evolving digital landscape and the cultural norms and the shift of social dynamics all plays into a role of shaping our emotional landscapes. That's what I wanted to talk about today. We are all becoming more sensitive, and it's okay. Some of us have not felt with that, and yeah. Anyways, I hope this class taught you a lot. Actually, can you see me out after class? You? Yeah, you. See me after class. I need to talk to you for a second, alright? Anyways, class, hope you guys enjoy this class, but yeah. Anyways, come on. Let's step out for a second, alright? Alright, sorry for I had to pull you out of the class real fast. So, we realized that you forgot to do something, right? And what did you forget to do? Well, our school needs fundraising and all that stuff, right? And no worries. I know you probably didn't know, you didn't do it, but the thing is, you need to just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for when classes are getting ready to be in session. Because if you don't do any of that, then you won't get notified on when I post, or you won't know when I post, or anything like that. And it will help our school immensely, so I just wanted to pull you out for that. Oh, and also, just in case, also liking will help a lot too, so please do that also. Anyways, sorry for about this. I didn't really want to pull you out in the middle of class, so I just, they've talked to your mom about it, all that stuff. Alright. Anyways, I'll see you later. Tomorrow. I don't know when I'll see you. Anyways, see ya.